Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. Last time, I learned how to evolve my Pokemon. And I actually caught a Moltres. And we, Moltres joined the crew. He was so impressed after we beat him. And, yeah, like a ton of different dungeons opened up for us that we can now explore. I also managed to get soundly destroyed in Solar Cave. So yeah, pretty fun times there. I got decimated. Oh man. But regardless, today we're going to go through it again with the power of post-commentary. Woo! So yeah, that's why I didn't really do a explanation about Solar Cave last time. What's the point if I'm going to have to go through it again? But yeah, Solar Cave is rough. And contrary to what you might think, the only types you really got to worry about there is Psychic. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of dual types there that you can take advantage of. For example, Jinx, you know, part ice. But still, if you're not fully equipped for psychic types there, you're going to be decimated. So, yeah, Solar Cave, it's 20 floors. It is automatically unlocked after you beat the game. And it's essentially HM heaven in the original. You would find the HM dive on the 10th floor, Waterfall on the 15th floor, which I now have as a TM, woo woo, and Surf on the 20th floor. All of which are amazing and excellent to have. Unfortunately, all of those HMs would be behind locked doors. So, yeah, that makes things a little bit tough. But, well, no. It was either locked doors or surrounded by water. So, regardless, you would need to have, like, keys or water Pokemon to get everything. But keys can be found on the floor in the original games. Like, just random drops on the floors in the dungeon itself. But you gotta search for them, because as you can see, now they're not really hooking your boy up with saying like, hey, here are items like all on this floor, you know, this is the general location of where they're found, so you can prioritize getting to them. Now I actually have to search. Now I actually gotta play this like the original games. Which is why I got destroyed in the last part. I blame it on that. The game lulled me into a false sense of security for the entirety. And then they're like, all right, we're bringing it back to old school. It's like, oh no, I was not prepared. But yeah, this is where you get pretty much all the water HMs in the original game. However, in this remake, there are no special HMs on the 10th or 15th floors. They're not even special floors in general. They're just treated like normal floors. You can go around, find items, fight Pokemon, etc., etc. The major change here is the final floor, the 20th floor. Where all you're going to find there is a Friend Bow, an Energy Ball TM, a Flamethrower TM, an Ice Beam TM, and 2 deluxe boxes that are more than likely going to hold gummies, because that's all I ever seem to get from them now. And yeah, you don't need anything special to get them. They're just sitting there, which is nice, but kind of lame, all things considered. But they had to do some kind of consolation. So with that said, I don't really have much else to add about this. It's the Psychic dungeon, what more can I say? I did have an easier time with it now than I did previously. As I mentioned in the previous part, I was like, okay, I unlock Stormy Sea, that's water. I'm gonna have to bring Flaffy with me because Flaffy is gonna thrive there, and I'm ready to go. And then I picked Solar K, and that's when I realized I am stupid. But yeah, it was a lot easier this time around. Ran with the team of Golduck, Quilava, and Sableye. Sableye puts in that work. Glad I got one now. And yeah, I did manage to recruit a few things. Not a lot, but I got some good things out of this. That's always fun times. So with all that out the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and let the rest of this play out, speed things up. Just showing you my journey through this. It was relatively easy. But yeah, enjoy the rest of my trek here, and I will see you in the next dungeon. The next dungeon we have coming up is Waterfall Pond. This one also opens up automatically after you beat the game. However, in the original, you need Waterfall, HM Waterfall, to enter this dungeon. Like, just have it in your inventory or Pokemon learned it, etc., then you can go into Waterfall Pond, hence the name Waterfall. So yeah, you would need to do Solar Cave first in the original to even think about getting in here. We ain't got to worry about that in the remake though. Not at all. This is a 19 floor dungeon. It just wanted to be special. Didn't want to have a complete 20 just to set it apart. Wants to be unique and all that. And it's home to nothing but water Pokemon. Special water Pokemon at that. I mean, granted, you will see stuff like Magikarp, Woo, Whiscash, Barboach, Masquerain, Poliwhirl, Poliwag, Poliwrath, but you will also see the water starters. So yeah, you like Mudkip? You can catch one here. You can also catch a Totodile if you like. Oh, what's that? Squirtle? That's here too. Unfortunately, I was not having much luck with recruiting the starters here. Ultimately, I was able to pull around in the end, but it still started off a bit shaky. Don't know how I feel about that. That's really all there is to this dungeon. You don't get anything special on particular floors like you did with Solar Cave, at least in the original. It's just a 19 floor regular dungeon that you can do rescue missions for, which I actually did a couple. In this remake though, the 19th floor is special, because on that floor you will find a deluxe box and 2 evolution crystals. So now I got the special goods to evolve certain Pokemon that need a little bit more than just leveling up. So I have even less to say about this dungeon than I did the previous one. So with all that out the way, I guess I can mention something that I neglected to bring up on the previous part. And that was the fact that I actually had to rescue my own dang team out of the dungeon. I'm so glad that that's a thing, because oh man, I was so upset that I was going to lose everything, especially that invitation. Oh, that reminds me. Waterfall Pond, in the remake, a mystery house can spawn here. I just did not do an amazing job of exploring every floor. I was a little on edge after Solar Cave. You gotta forgive me for that. Not to mention, I'm working with a Flaffy right now, not an Ampharos. Just saying. But I'm going to use that invitation sooner or later. But yeah, anyway, last part, I had to rescue myself in that dungeon. Thank God that is a thing. Yeah, it allows you to craft another team and descend into the dungeon and rescue your own team. And then once the rescue team leaves, you have the option of letting the original team continue the dungeon. I opted not to do that because it already took every ounce of my being to make it to the 10th floor with that team. all signs did not point to the rest of that dungeon going smoothly, so yeah, that's why I just opted to leave and regroup and not lose all my money and items. Because that would not have been fun times. But yeah, being able to rescue your own team with a different team of Pokemon, that's something new for the remake. And I guess I might as well go over all of the different changes and things that were brought over that separate this from the original. Yeah, I should have went over all of this sooner, but I also didn't want to be spoiled on a lot of things, which in hindsight was pretty dumb because it's a one-to-one remake, so I kind of already knew everything about the story and certain things, but I don't think things through, okay? And yeah, I'm pulling this information from Bulbapedia, so deal with me, please. So yeah, TMs are once again a one-time use item and can no longer be recycled, because that was a thing you could do in the original. You could recycle items. I kind of missed that. Well, okay, you can recycle things like plain seeds, but the TMs, that's a no-go. Maximum amount for a team entering a dungeon is 3, which, I don't know, on one hand, that seems pretty broken. On the other hand, at least you don't have to accommodate for size anymore, because the rescue team I made with Moltres and whatever those other two were, that would not have been able to happen in the original at all, because you gotta take into account size limitations and whatnot. I do not like miss that at all. Also, this is news to me. Legendary, well, most legendary Pokemon will automatically be recruited after the first or second defeat. Obviously, Groudon, Rayquaza, and the birds couldn't be because that was story-based stuff, but yeah, now you can get them automatically after you beat them for the first time, or the second time in the case of the story legendaries, which is honestly way better. That way you don't have to go back through a freaking insane, mind-numbingly hard dungeon just to have a chance of recruiting a legendary. It also means I wasted that inviting orb that I used in the Moltres fight, but c'est la vie, I can always get more. Players can rescue themselves, and in addition to rescuing other players. That's what I did. Offensive attacks have their own experience game. Occasionally, any move may be done twice in a row. So, yeah, a lot of these were things that were introduced in, like, the later Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, and most notably Super Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which I missed out on and I still need to get. I don't care what people said about it. Treasure boxes return, but are open automatically upon leaving the dungeon. Good stuff. Occasionally, any move can be done twice in a row. A lifesaver at times. Starving Pokemon can be found within dungeon. These Pokemon will always have a rare quality given to them, and you can use an apple to revive them, and they'll always be very happy about that. No, I already said that. Certain Pokemon can be gigantic, utilizing a 3x3 tile area around them. Don't think I've encountered that yet. I could be wrong. Apparently this was a thing that was from Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. I don't think I encountered that. Unless that's automatically applied to legendaries? I don't know. Like, let me pull this article up. Oh no, yeah, okay, yeah, it does apply automatically to the legendaries and Onix and Gyarados. And Steelix. And Wailord, obviously. Okay, that makes sense, but usually those are the ones that would have like a max size of, in the original, of like 4, meaning you couldn't bring any other Pokemon with them. What else? Fairy type and foreign Pokemon evolutions related to Pokemon the first 3 generations are in the game, which is why I'm very excited to get my Miss Magius once I start using Mischievous more. It's kind of messed up that like a lot of other later gen Pokemons aren't in the game, but hey, it's a remake from a Gen 3 spinoff. They gotta keep it true to form, in addition to adding later gen evolutions and mega forms. I need to use my empowerment seeds more. I want to see Mega Sableye, yo. The toolbox increases with each rank, which was not a thing in the original. I do not miss that either. A player can now preset teams, like in Super Mystery Dungeon. That's a bit of a lifesaver. Teammates in camps will get experience points even if they don't go on a mission. Once again, I love this EXP all thing, especially for this game. I'm not going to complain about that in the slightest. And your team gets fully healed before boss fights, which was something I was not prepped for initially, because yeah, you might have seen some old habits back during like the first few bosses where I was like, okay, I'm about to go fight the boss, let me pop this Oran berry and eat this apple and then let's go. Yeah, I didn't have to do all that. Oh well, I still managed to beat the game in the end. That's all that matters. And then new features that are even new to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. Auto mode, which I wasn't using all that much. Using the A button. Not only does it do your quick select move, it'll actually select the best move against an opponent. So yeah, it'll automatically select a super effective move. That would explain why there were times where like a blizzard would come out and be like, I didn't know I had you mapped to A, to my quick move. What's going on here? But no, it'll automatically select a super effective move. It's casual mode for you. You don't gotta think. Amazing. The typeless standard attack available in prior titles can no longer be used by the player. It is what it is. I do kind of miss that though, because that allowed you to preserve your power points. Oh well. The game now autosaves per turn and can be loaded from inside dungeons. Once again, old habits die hard. I was still like going to the menu to do the quick save to exit to the main screen. But yeah, auto-saving on every single turn. That is really good stuff. And it happened pretty quick, because I never noticed any real downtime there, so dang. Good on you, Pokemon. I don't know, even the main games have had ungodly fast saving. Like to the point where I'm like, wait, no, that can't be right. Like, it took no time to save. Let me save again, just to make sure that I saved. Anyway, type effectiveness has been revived and effective moves no longer deal damage, just like in the core series Pokemon games. Apparently that was a thing, but I honestly do not remember. So I could actually hurt ground type with electric moves in the original? Huh. Evolutionary items have been replaced with evolution crystals, which are consumed whenever a Pokemon with evolution requirements outside of level wishes to evolve. Good. Good. Do you know how annoying it was to have to search through a dungeon for a mirror, or wait, was it mirror coat? No, mirror coat is a move. What is the thing that metal coat, there we go, that Onyx or Scyther holds onto when you evolve them by trading? Yeah, trying to search for all that? Annoying. There will be a daily exploration bonus with a highlighted mark beside one of the dungeons. The bonus will provide the player with extra money earned along with a higher probability of treasure boxes. It is what it is. I wasn't really taking advantage of that. It is now possible to recruit defeated enemies that are up to 2 tiles away from the leader. Which was another thing. I think that did happen a few times. I just never really mentioned it, because even going through a Solar Cave and Waterfall Pond, there were times I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to catch or recruit that Pokemon because I'm killing them with Blizzard. I'm not like 1 tile away from them, but no, like I guess that did happen a few times. I just didn't internalize that I was able to recruit them. And of course, there are new Wonder Orbs and traps. Some of them are pretty devious. Pokemon with 2 abilities no longer have both simultaneously. That wasn't a glitch though, Game Freak. That was a feature. Why'd you have to remove that? Fainting in a dungeon now results in a total loss of items and money that you had in the toolbox. So yeah, easier game, higher risks. Like in the original, all you did was just drop like what, half your money and a couple of items in your toolbox. Now, nah. All of that is coming back to us. You own nothing. Any Pokemon that defeat an ally or another enemy Pokemon will no longer evolve, but instead become empowered or awakened. This can trigger Mega Evolution if applicable. So yeah, it was always disheartening to watch one of your own Pokemon faint and then the attacker just evolve on you. It was Ash versus Brawly all over again, with possibly even more crying on the part of me. But yeah, that's no longer a thing, but now they can Mega Evolve, and honestly, I think that might be worse than just regular evolving, because that means they might be a little tougher to deal with had they just normally evolve, but whatever. Team member can repeat the move they previously used in the same turn, so yeah, essentially the new perk that your moves have can also be applied to teammates, which I saw happen quite a bit. And when defeating an enemy Pokemon with linked moves, they will only faint after the last move of the set is used. It is what it is with that. Don't really have like anything positive or negative to say about that. So yeah, all in all, it's the same game, just a better look and a couple of like new features, well, like new things in terms of orbs and traps. All of the dungeons are the exact same, though, like, you know, with some things changed around, as well as how you unlock them. So far, we've just seen mostly things that we unlock through the actual story mode and like from beating the game. But next time, we'll be getting into, oh wait, no. Probably not next time. Probably the time after that, at the very least. Well, at some point, as I'm going through this freaking horde of post-game dungeons, we'll see some dungeons that were also available in the original if you had codes to get them. Yeah. There were dungeons that could only be unlocked through Wonder Mail. Oddity Cave was one of them, and they just give it to you in the story. Cause why not? In the remake at least. But yeah, nothing else to say now. Enjoy the rest of Waterfall Pond if I'm still going through it. I rambled on a lot, and I will see you next time when we go through the dungeons that could only have been unlocked through friend areas. So yeah, see you all then. Goodbye.